what you want.
Yeah.
But I'm all you'll ever need.
Kids in Brooklyn.
What up?
Good, brother. How you doing, man?
Chilling, bro.
Good to see you, man.
Señor, ¿cómo está?
¿Cómo está, amigo?
Todo bien,
Todavía no.
¿Y aquí trabajando?
Ese es el mismo carro todavía. No, ese es otro.
Oh, eso es otro. Oof. We got Ruben's. First of all, we're at Ruben's shop right now. Tomorrow is our track day. He's gonna be running this one at the autocross. I'm gonna run the EK hatch. It'll be my first autocross event. He's done it before, but this is his setup, man. We're just gonna get the car on the lift just to make sure that everything looks nice on the under it, nothing's loose, and have some fun tomorrow. It's just tight though. Oof, he's had this thing for so long, so long. See? Yeah, man. Should be fun. Yeah, so there she goes. She's dirty. I'm gonna have Ruben give it a drive. She hasn't driven it yet. He hasn't really seen it yet after I did all this. He's pulling out the S2K. It's got like hordes Hondas, bro. Accord. I wonder if he still has all these Hondas back here. That element, fire. He does the tail of the dragon with that. Look at this thing. Little freaking midget. Oh, 2 midgets. Look at that. Damn, he used to have way more Hondas back here, but he's got a few still. His crib, I know he got like a CRX and a whole other stuff, but yeah, he just threw those tires. Nice, and that's Durf tuned. Durf did his. And it's making good power, all motor. Mine is hobby tuned, making good power, all motor for what it is. I got a surprise for y'all. I gotta do something about this little hole right here, man. Well, I don't anymore, because after what I'm gonna do to it, I won't use this anymore, but what's going on there? We just made it out here. Oh, got homie over here like a little dirt bike. It's about a 2-hour drive. We made it a little longer. There goes Ruben. And it's gonna be our first autocross. I'm excited to know how this car performs. Last time I went to a track was years ago, and it was in a rear-wheel drive, so now I'm doing front-wheel drive, so we'll see how it performs.
For free. There's no program in the country that offers a free team driving program like ours. Why did we do this? Because when I was a teen, I would have hoped to have something like this.
Facts.
It would have made a difference in my life if I would have had a free team driving program to teach me better driving characteristics, better braking, how to drive my car properly.
So this is the group that's gonna run with me. I mean, I'm sure there's more in this group. I'm in group 3. I have a 205 tires. They're running a little bigger tire, but I'm a street tire. So BMW, a couple of S2Ks, me, another that S2K with a K20 turbo. But I threw my little 7 on it. I got my GoPro ready on top. Well, I'm excited, man. I hope that hope it does good. The track definitely looks pretty technical. From what we walked the track right now, and yeah, it seems pretty technical. So I'm excited to see how the car performs. You know, shitty part is that a lot of these turns are very tight, and my car doesn't have a lot of torque. So either hopefully I can keep the power, the RPMs high enough to go through them and pull out of it. But a lot of them it's gonna be slow turns, man. So we'll see how it does. I'm pretty sure after I use first, I won't be back into it again. Second gear, probably lower RPMs to try to pull out of some of these turns. But we walked it. It looks like it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. S2K, K swapped. Nice.
Yeah.
What made you want to swap it?
Long time ago, I blew a stock F20, but I had a lot of K-series stuff.
I got you.
I had like a K20
And
on
you didn't
most.
try to hide it or anything.
No.
You got
Get
it
the-
sucker.
Well, this was a hood I got from somebody, so I just took it. It was vented already. I didn't feel like cutting up mine.
You said right now like 300?
Yeah,
That's
300,
fun,
and
bro.
then I
That's
got
fun.
400.
Oof.
Yeah.
Here, man.
Oh shit.
Car number 7. Go ahead.
All right, man. So we did the first 3 runs, and very happy with the time. Originally, I thought I was going to be over a minute for this lap because Ruben and his S2K was running 59 seconds on his S2K the first time he came. I was able to run a 51 second in my little hatchy hatch, so I'm very happy with it. He ran a 45 so far, so he improved this time dramatically. But all in all, man, for me to run a 51, very, very happy with it. I'm going to push it a little bit more the next time I go out.
Car number 7. Car number 7. Go.
Yep.
Car number 7. Go.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm back. As you can see, she's tucked away back in her home. One of the things that I'm always praying on all these type of journeys are for traveling mercies to make it safely to the destination, to be able to enjoy the destination with the friends that we went with, not break and make it on the way back. And, you know, sure enough, the car did everything that we wanted and hoped for. So God is good, made us back safely, and the car performed better than I could have thought of. You know, some of the things that I want to talk about was, one, the event that I went to. Shout out to my boy Ruben for inviting me to that with the S2K. Had a blast out there. This is called Street Racing Made Safe, and it's an event that they hold and they do around the track. So the event itself wasn't that expensive, very well organized, and a time that we can go out and have fun with your car safely at the track and not have to do this in the streets, which I thought was pretty awesome. Aside from that, you know, some of the key takeaways that I got from the event were how the car performed. I felt like the car performed way better than I thought it could have performed for what it had done to it. I did a pretty good amount of work to the car, but you know, being the first time that I went on an event with this car, I was concerned about how I was going to handle, and as I got more comfortable with the car and more comfortable with the track, I was able to push it more and more. But at the same time, I was able to really fill out the characteristics of the car. Some of the things that I noticed is that the car needed a front sway bar. So what I ended up doing was, during the sessions, I went ahead and started stiffening up my front shocks a little bit. That helped tremendously with the turn taken and everything. These cars don't come with front or rear sway bars. I did install a rear sway bar on the car, and I have a front strut tower. I use that as kind of like a baseline just to get an idea of what the car is gonna do. Now, what I did tell you is, or what I will tell you is, some of the things that I also want to change moving forward is gonna be maybe the tires. The tires on the car are middle Neogen. I thought that they did well, being that they're a street tire. I was messing around with the tire pressures. I went ahead and started off at 28 PSI, and I dropped it down to 27 on the rear, 28 in the front, and that got me my fastest lap. But as you can hear in the video that I just played, you hear a lot of tire screeching around the corners. So one of the things that I want to change moving forward is going to be add a front sway bar and pick up some better tires, something that's maybe more suited for the track, like the Falcon, I think they called it a Zenith. My boys were running them on their cars. Great reviews on those tires, and that's pretty much probably what I'm going to end up getting. Not for these rims. I want to actually pick up another set of rims, so maybe some white 15s. I've been wanting those Koenig, so I might scoop those up, put those Falcon tires on it, and kind of be able to just play with those two different sets as I need to. These will be more for the street, but the other one will be more for track days. I might just use them for either way. I don't know. But that's what I'm planning on doing with the car for the next track day, which is hoping is going to be in Sebring, now in maybe late June. Now the surprise. So one of the things I was thinking about with the car was, what am I going to do to the motor, right? So some of the options that I had for it was going to be either, one, build the head, put some Skunk 2 intake, manifold, 70 millimeter throttle body, Skunk 2 stage 1 cams, springs, retainers, ARP studs, 750cc injectors, and retune it and enjoy it like that. So I was talking to my guy, Raymond Beloza, who builds my stuff. He told me at that point, hey, you're at the point where we can just boost it if you want it, or you can go with a B20 VTEC. I can build you that. So I thought about both options, and what makes most sense, I think, at this price point is going to be boosting it. So I'm going to go ahead and drop off the car next weekend to drop it off to get boosted. So what we're going to end up doing to it is he's going to go ahead and put in springs and retainers, ARP studs, and a new head gasket, 750cc Graham injectors, and then we'll throw in a Garrett turbo intake, you know, the intercooler, blow-off valve, all the goodies that come with it, and then I'll have Hobby retune it. We're going to shoot for anywhere from maybe 250 to 350 horsepower. It depends on what the clutch can hold, because I don't know if this is a stock clutch in there. It doesn't feel stock. It feels a little heavier. I don't want to change the clutch right now, so I'll do horsepower, whatever the clutch can hold, safely, I guess. But this clutch will allow me to trip up to third gear, and I don't remember ever being able to do that on a stock clutch, so I don't think it's a stock clutch, and it doesn't really feel like one to me, in my experience. So we'll see what it does in the dyno, but next week the car's going to go to be dropped off, get the work done on the engine, add the turbo, and then I'll put videos of picking that up and dropping it off and getting it tuned afterwards. But hopefully you guys enjoy this clip. Shout out to my boy Lemmy for taking the photos, and I'm gonna put those photos at the end next, and hopefully you guys enjoy this all. And until the next time, peace.